How's everybody doing tonight? Or this morning, depending on when you're watching this. It's night for me. Well, I mean, it's 6:30, but it's dark outside. It seems like in the summer, the sun stays out forever. You know, it comes out like 4:30 in the morning, and then stays up until, well, I don't know, 7, seems like, at least. Then in the fall, and it stays like that for a long time. Then in the fall, at some point it starts, you know, the sunrise and sunset, the time starts changing, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's dark. It's 6:30 now, and it's just like completely pitch black outside. And then it, you know, it stays like, and in the winter, it'll stay like this for a long time. So I don't know much about the Earth and the Sun and all this, and this, you know, the seasons, rotation. But I got this theory that sun up and sun down change relatively quickly in the fall and spring, but then in the summer and the winter they kind of stay the times kind of stay put for a little while. Of course, it's not at all staying put. It changes, I'm sure, every single day. But the rate seems to be slower in the summer and winter. Is that true? That's in, you know, the northern hemisphere. About exactly halfway from the equator to the North Pole. Actually, I have no idea if it's about halfway. That's what I'm just guessing. That's another curiosity I'd like. There must be, like, you know, is there a meridian or, you know, something that's halfway between the equator and the North Pole? Surely there is. We could research all of this on Wikipedia. But you know what? Why don't you do that while I'm doing this and post it in the comments. Come on in here. Did you go running around Doggy Town? The dog thinks the outside world is called Doggy Town. I love these leaves. It looks cool, doesn't it? There is this tiny icon in the upper right hand corner of my screen. Backing up, I have had the worst technical problems. This is probably, I'm just guessing, like the 5th episode that I'm recording that I hope like turns out, and I think it will this time, but that's what I told you last time, and you will never hear me say those words because the video is all messed up. One of the things I'm doing to help is there's this tiny icon and I mean tiny. If my pixels across the top of the screen are 4,000, and they're supposed to be because it's a 4K TV, but I think it's like 3,800 or something like that. Then this is like 5 pixels by 5 pixels, but it indicates it's recording. And what I'm doing now, I'm just using the Windows audio record tool for the audio, and then I'm gonna, is that called splice? Splice it together with the video when I edit. I've tried this and it sounds a lot, it'll sound a lot better. I've just been having the worst trouble. And in fact, I ordered a new pair of headphones and I don't really need them. I thought my headphones were the problem. But I'm kind of excited about the headphones I'm going to get now. They do have a better mic and control of the, like some controls that you can do on the mic. And this headphone has nothing on the mic. And I think I figured out, you know, the voice audio just doesn't sound good. And I think I figured out, you know, because this is for streaming, you know, people stream on Twitch and I guess YouTube too. But I think so your voice can be kind of rolled in together with the whole video and everything else that's going on when you're streaming. You know, the music from the game, at least. The audio from the game. I think they kind of degrade the quality of the mic to make everything fit in one pretty package, and it just doesn't sound good. And, you know, and I'm not streaming. I should stream this. Like I should stream 24 hours a day and have you guys help me, you know, like take shifts and stuff. We'd have to put it on Realms or something. And well, that's I think you'd have to come over. And you're invited. Come on over. But you take the night shifts because I'm not going to stay up all night. Oh, but anyway, I don't stream, and I want the sound I want the music of the Minecraft to sound good on the recording for you. And I want my voice to sound good as well. So you can tell the size of our, oop, look at that. It's funny. This is approximately how many technical problems I've been dealing with. It looks like I'm kind of going down that way, isn't it? And I like that. Let's keep that up. Let's make this big. Let's just keep going down this way. But I don't know, I can't even remember now how much of this I had done at the last episode. But I'm going to figure that out. and I'm gonna just laugh because it's probably not much. I'm not even sure if I had started on the whole taking out raising the jungle. I'm stuck. Oh, but good news, I did my first TikTok. You've got to be on Chinese TikTok, and I don't know what my username is. I think it's at Jimmy. Chinese characters for Jimmy. But it's pretty good. It's one of those where you copy somebody else's, music, or you use their same audio and kind of do another version of their video. And I'm way, this was months ago when this was hot. It's of I think the original. It's hard to tell sometimes who the original actually is, but I think the original was this woman in the countryside, and she's playing. The audio is like a Chinese. I don't know what it's called. The instrument, but it's the type that you. I think it's the equivalent of like a hammer dulcimer, but maybe you pluck it with your fingers. Sounds real nice. But so she has this audio playing, and she's pretending like she's playing little plants in her farm. She's farming, or it's bigger than, it's not just a garden, it's looks like a field. And so she's playing these little plants. And then so everybody riffed on it and, played whatever, just objects, around the house. I saw one woman playing little piglets that were nursing on their mom. It was super cute. And there was a fireman who was playing like hose connections or something in front of the fire truck. So I did kettlebells in our little, I was playing the kettlebells in our little exercise room. I have 6 likes so far. But the fun thing is, my contribution is, most of the people were just playing some object all the same size. I don't know if I saw some people, but so the kettlebells are different sizes, and the small kettlebells represent the higher notes, and the bigger kettlebells represent the lower notes. And there were like literally tens of thousands of copies, but at least of the ones I've seen of this, kind of video. But at least the ones I've seen, nobody has used different sizes to represent the different strings. B. Why my TikTok video is the best. B. Most people, well, everybody I saw, they did not pay any mind to corresponding the strings, what they were plucking to the different notes. So, this starts out with a glissando, up and down. Well, no, down. No, yeah. Up and down the, all the strings. And they did that, everybody does the glissando. But then for the different notes, they just touch whatever they're plucking in order, even though, the notes aren't, it's not a scale. So I figured it out on the keyboard what the actual notes were, and it's a really pretty little couple notes, and there's only 8 different notes. So I had 8 kettlebells out there. I didn't actually have 8 different sizes. I had to repeat the smallest size because we just didn't have enough different size kettlebells. So I figured out, what the notes were, and then I practiced it a few times, and it was kind of fun to do this. I practiced it a few times on the keyboard, and then I kind of translated it to which kettlebells I should be plucking. And one thing that kind of got me started doing this, or why I wanted to do it, was, it starts with this glissando up and down the strings. And then at one point in the little piece, there's like a, on the piano it might be like a trill, but on the strings they're just plucking the same, I think they're plucking the same string again and again, just like in a, maybe with 2 fingers or, something like that, to make, it's a repeated note. Maybe 10 times, and everybody, I guess, to the woman who did this originally, and then everyone I saw who copied her, this sounded like another glissando. And so they make a glissando motion. Do you know what a glissando is? I hope so. Down the keyboard. I'm like, that's not a glissando. That's just a repeated note. I'm being all fancy with the word glissando, but I don't know what. There are certainly times on the piano when you repeat the same note, and use two hands. I'm trying to remember what piece. It's a piece I like that I play that uses that. But yeah, I don't know if there's a name for it. Look that up and comment below. This is going to be a fun episode, isn't it? You're going to do a lot of research. we're all just learning here. Okay, let's be mindful for a minute. Let's use what we practiced last time. I could use a few minutes of mindfulness. How'd you do? I like using Minecraft for mindfulness. I was listening to the leaves and the wood being destroyed and watching the leaves getting crushed. I was listening to the nice bass in that music, and I could feel the bass vibrating my ears in these headphones. We stopped a while to watch that cloud. And then I go to my body. Feel the air conditioner blowing on me gently. Feels good. And I'm really thankful for that. Not everybody can sit in front of a huge TV and play Minecraft on a really nice computer in perfect climate control with a full belly. So mindfulness is really just any observing anything in the present moment, the now. Listening to music is different from mindfully listening to music. Being mindful, you're always in the present moment and paying attention to the sensation, the immediate sensation. The present sensation. Wow, why can't I just try that? I'm just whiffing. It's just like some error or something. I think it's already gone. No, but I don't think I could fly through it. So I think the point mainly well, there's a lot of uses of mindfulness. But I think for me, primarily, it's entering the now, which is leaving behind the stories, the fantasies, the past, thinking about the future, other people I'm dealing with, expectations of myself, and I'm just like, you know what? Here I am, right now, and in this moment, everything's fine. In fact, it's more than fine, it's great. Sublime. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Enough whack-a-jungle. Let's take a step back and admire our progress. Looks good, but this is a lot. Look how close we are to the cliffs back there. I think that's more than halfway. And then what about this way? It's definitely not more than halfway down here. But look at that. That's a big chunk. What is that one that I couldn't get rid of? Maybe it disappeared. It finally realized, oh, I've been... Look at this cloud coming in. Alright, I'll see y'all guys next time.